Hi, bestie. I hope you are well. Today, I am giving my inner child the mic as I will be answering 10 questions from the point of view of my inner child. If that is something that you might be interested in, stick around. I think this is so amazing because it is like healing part of you. Because, like I always emphasize, you need to spend time with your inner child. So, today, let's heal our inner children, our inner kids. Let's heal our inner kids together. I have some questions here that I am going to answer. Question number 1: what snack or treat brings back your childhood joy? When I was still young, I remember we used to buy malopisi. So they look like cheese curls, but they're really big, and would get one for 1 cent. So that is a snack that reminds me of my childhood. Also, today I was having a fruit salad at work, and I saw those small yellow berries. We used to pick those up at home in the garden. So that is also another snack that reminds me of when I was still young. Okay, another one is definitely Simba chips, especially when Simba chips had the Dragon Ball Z things inside, like a plate of the Dragon Balls. That also reminds me of my childhood. Okay. Oh, there's another one. I don't know what those sweets are called, but I really loved them. They were brown. They look like nuts. Also, eclairs, or what do they call them? It's eclairs, or they call them what? Cadbury's. Those sweets, they remind me of my childhood as well. Those are really delicious. Okay. Second question: what silly rule did you have for yourself as a child? What silly rule did I have for myself as a child? I don't think I had rules for myself. I think I started being strict now as I am growing older. I'm really strict with the things that I eat, going to gym. I love following instructions. I don't remember any strict rules that I had for myself as a child. Let's go to number 3. What made you feel powerful when you were little? What made me feel powerful? So when I was young, we didn't watch a lot of TV where we would see superheroes with capes. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer this one because I think what made me feel powerful, I would say it is maybe getting something right at work, at school. I remember this other time, I loved reading when I was still young. So I was reading this magazine, and then I saw this word children. And when you are taught at school the singular and plurals, right? So I was really shocked that the plural of child is not childs, but it is children. So I remember getting that right in class, and I felt really proud of myself. And it was something that I had seen from a book, and I was just so proud of myself. And my teacher told everyone in the class that I'm the only one who got the word right. So that is, I think, one moment that made me feel powerful. But more than anything, I think it made me believe in myself. It made me trust myself more, and it made me feel really smart because I wasn't sure that the answer is right. And as a result, I was the last one to submit my paper because I was just contemplating and thinking, is this the right word? I was just doubting myself, and when I submitted and it was right, it just improved my self-trust. So I think that might be the moment that made me feel powerful. Let's go to the next one. If your inner child could design your weekend, what would it look like? When I was a child, I really enjoyed playing. So I feel like if my inner child had to plan a weekend, there would be skipping, there would be doing the hula hoops, there would be playing hide and seek with my cousins. I really enjoyed my younger years, and also when I was still really young. I think when I was 6, I had cat. It was not mine, it was a family cat that I really loved to pet. There were times where I would treat it like my baby, and I would put it in a plastic and carry it around, put it on my back, and really pretend like it's my kid. So probably it would involve a lot of petting, a lot of games that I would play with my friends. Okay, let's go to the next one. What toy or cartoon were you obsessed with growing up? It has to be Kailu. I really loved that cartoon so much. So it was this little boy who had a cheese cob. He was really short. He liked wearing, I think, a yellow t-shirt and blue shorts. And he was just really fun. I like the song as well, the theme song of the cartoon. And the other time I was watching that with my kids, and I was just telling them how I used to watch that when I was still their age, and it was just really amazing and a great feeling for me to watch something that I really enjoyed while I was young. To do it with my kids really felt like a blessing, and I'm so grateful for those moments. Next one. What's one thing? What's one little thing? What is one thing you what's one thing little you would be so proud to see you doing right now? I think my inner child would just be so proud to see the progress that I have made. They would be so proud that I made something out of my life, that I have a stable job, that I have a big car. I have my home. I'm doing my healing. I'm loving myself. I feel like my inner child would just look at me and say, "We made it." Because when I really look back at the dreams that I had, I feel like I have surpassed those, and I'm really grateful. And I'm not saying that because I feel like I have everything that I want now, but when you grow up in a certain area, your dreams tend to be limited. So all the things that I wanted to achieve back then, I feel like I have achieved, and even more. And thinking about that really makes my heart full and really grateful. And every time I want to complain, I try as much as I can to just remember where I come from and remember to be grateful and know that God has really pulled me through. Okay. What's a weird little thing you used to believe? What's a weird thing you used to believe? What I used to believe, and this was a lie that I was told by my parents, is so they would say that you must not goggle your coffee. So, when you're drinking your coffee and then you just play with it while it's in your mouth. So they would always say that if I do that, then my teeth would be crooked. And they would show me one of my brother's teeth and be like, your teeth are going to look like that. And for me, I used to be really obsessed with how my teeth look. I really loved like straight teeth. I think I still do. And every time I wanted to play with my coffee while it's in my mouth and goggle it, I would remember that if I do that, then my teeth will be crooked. That was the biggest lie from my parents. And even now, I do lie to my kids. And I just wonder how will they feel when they find out that I am lying all this time. If my kids have their teeth falling off, I lie to them and I just put money in their shoes, and then I tell them that it was a tooth fairy. Or when it's Christmas, I lie and just put gifts there and say that it was Santa. But my son has caught up with my lies, but I have told him that he must not tell his little sister, because he also believed that until now, so he's not gonna ruin it for her. Okay. If a 7-year-old you could give you advice, what would she say? I think my younger self was really brave. She was fearless. She was strong and resilient. I think one advice that she would give to me is that I need to cut myself some slack. I need to relax. I need to just understand that everything is going to be okay, that I'm going to make it, that I'm beautiful, that I just need to believe in myself more. I think she would advise me to be playful, to not take things so seriously. I'm so grateful for my younger self. I feel like she really held me down, and if I can go back right now, I think I'll just give her a hug. Oh my god, why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? Okay, question number 9. Did what did you used to do for fun? No pressure, no performance. I used to just love playing. I loved playing hula hoops, skipping, drawing. I don't know what that game is called in English, but we used to also play Uno Puka, where you have like 10 stones that you put in a circle, and then you have one big one, and then you throw it up, and then you pick one up, and then you catch that, and then you put it back. I don't know how to explain it in English, but that was also one of the games that I used to play when I was young, and skipping, and also hula hoops. And I feel like skipping was really good for me, because even now, as I am old, I enjoy skipping when I'm at the gym, if I'm doing, for example, boxing. And I see that some people really struggle with skipping, and I just look at them and think, what were you doing when you were still young? But in this generation, I know that most kids are usually on their phones, they have PlayStations, and they don't really get to play outside as much as we used to back in the days. Okay, the last question now. The last question: what was your go-to Dilulu dream as a kid? When I was young, I don't really know what I wanted to be when I was young, but when I was like in matric, I wanted to do electrical engineering, because I used to see those guys that would come to our house and fix the box up there in the pole, and then fix that. And I feel like as a girl that might sound a bit weird, but for me, I really wanted to just go up to that pole and fix whatever that they were fixing. And for me, where I grew up, we only had electricity when I think when I was 10. So I didn't grow up knowing what electricity is, or light bulbs and all of those things. We only had electricity for the clinics and town, but where I stayed in the rural areas, we didn't have electricity. So I was really fascinated to see, what are those people doing up there? Are they pulling up the switch or what, where they'll just go climb up to the pole and do something, and then electricity is back? That was really fascinating for me. So I think that would be one of the dreams that I had, but God obviously had different plans for me, and I'm so grateful for the plans that He had, because I feel like I'm happy at where I am at right now. I love the career that I ended up having, and I think I still get to do things that I think are cool sometimes. So yeah, let me end it right here. Let me know, what are your thoughts? What questions would you have asked to your inner child? And let me know on the comment section below, what are your thoughts? Have a day as beautiful as you are. I love you so much. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe and share this with anyone who is currently in their healing journey, who might benefit from this. And let's heal together. Until next time, bye.